Hey everyone, welcome back. We've got everything set up, so let's start Metro Exodus. Anna Mill, maybe? Hmm. New game. Peter. Normal, I guess? A normal ranger.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it.
It was on the train going into the metro. Oh.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day. But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Oh, a lot of rats. Change the controls. Boxes getting drained with the cow. Extended mag? Ooh, like that. The lurkers got ugly. Ew. It was a lurker, wasn't it? I realized this was a shotgun. Good start, a mag shotgun. Oh my god. Book. August 11th. We've arrived. So far so good, just a couple of rats. The guys are unloading the trolley. It's 12. Not enough people to cover the old roadblocks. Kolya sent one to get some more volunteers. But for now we'll just cover the platform and the airlock. It looks like Mikhailik isn't going finish the repairs anytime soon. The mechanism is rusted solid. It's 13th. Got a couple of watchmen. The beast got inside unnoticed under the steps. Cunning fuckers. Airlock drive is dead. Mikhailik said he can't promise anything. Running short on filters, time to improvise. Guess we'll just weld the gate shut with a sheet of steel and think later. 14th. There's a stampede of watchmen up here. Haven't attacked yet. Still. Kolya brought the welding apparatus. We can't even start the work. As soon as you make the slightest noise, they start howling up there. For now, we decided on setting up some traps. Open the door, maybe? Another one. Nice.
Let's drag him out. Hold on, we're coming. Keep us covered. Hold on. We'll get you out. Whoa, it's Artyom. Artyom? Artyom, what the hell? He's hurt. Come on, Artyom, stay with us.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Move! It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry. I told
I got it! Open up! Go!
Looks like Artyom's been on another one of these mad trips up top.
Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now? Left, across the square. Hey, Tamir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone! I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now?
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel! Hello, Alex. There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours, but don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6, but you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please. Promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
lucky those Spartans are damn good. They brought Artyom here just in time.
They sure are. I cannot remember the last time I saw a bunch of healthy and fit people down here.
Me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface.
Well, sadly, it's their job.
Well, job or no job, if they keep doing that.
Well, not everyone can stand being cooped up down here.
And why not? It's what's kept us alive up to now.
Uncle Artyom, don't worry. I believe you. Will you take me with you when you find the clean place outside?
We're lucky if we make it halfway there. No antibiotics, no suture thread. Which is why we
Artyom, stop putting delusions into his head. I don't want him going crazy like you. I can't even sleep since you told him all those silly stories. Is that supposed to make him better? Please, leave my son alone.
And more of the mutants. And those keep getting larger, stronger, and smarter by the day. Sooner or later, they will crush us. Sure, there's nowhere else to go, but maybe something up there could help us.
I'm not sure what could possibly be worth endangering themselves for like this. But who knows? Maybe they found some secret maps in D6 that point to a storage unit of some kind. Something that will save us. I don't know.
Hi guys.
Artyom, just try to take better care of yourself, huh? Even if you find someone else out there, they probably have their own troubles. So what would contacting them even accomplish? Besides, I remember we used to receive signals from the outside pretty frequently soon after the bombs fell. But not for a long time now. Doesn't that tell you anything? Ah well, it's your life.
Artyom, I understand how you feel, but you're not always going to save the Metro single-handedly. Why keep looking for a solution alone? Your friends from the Order came to your help again. The Colonel seems to want you back in the unit. Why waste your time in our farming station or out there looking for ghosts? If Sparta wanted me, I'd join in a heartbeat. In any case, good luck, Artyom.
I'm not sure what could possibly be worth endangering themselves for like this.
I left the order, and now nobody gets to decide for me. As for Artyom,
Artyom, that, like a broken record. Categorize not made it in time. You'll be a widow now.
stop it!
No, you stop it. There's a comfortable plan waiting for you to enforce. A far cry from this
What do you mean, we
pretend to be
pretend?
living. Exactly that. And it's time you stop thinking only about yourself. I have no idea. You know how short we are on veteran fighters. With your experience, you too must teach the recruits. You could save lots of lives that way. I'm so tired of explaining this to you.
Dad, I won't come back without Artyom, and he...
Anna, this is madness.
Yes, I know it is. Spending so much time on the surface is suicide. Yes, I don't want to lose my husband to radiation. I hate him for killing himself out there like that every day. But what if you consider, even for 1 second, that Artyom was right? What if he did hear that signal? Would you ever forgive yourself if we let the chance go? The chance to come back to real life. To raise our children outside with sun shining on them. Real sun, Dad. I know I wouldn't.
All right, let's talk it over once more with Artyom. I must say, though, that even if he did hear some signal, that's not necessarily a good thing. We'll talk about it later, not in a public space.
Deal.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you all right? You gave us a scare, brother. Artyom, how are you, friend? I see you're all right.
Gentlemen, give way.
This calls for a celebration.
Artyom, a few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman.
Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you
are
are
the
your
nurses
usual
in the
self,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Would you just stop crowding him?
Brother.
Welcome back, Artyom. Привет,
All
Artyom.
right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
It's official. I knew it.
You guys are like
So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom. And? More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead. We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Father will kill me if he finds out I went up with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
Had to scare a demon away. It was getting too comfortable here.
Move.
Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go, it turns here. It's not stable enough. Careful. At least it held. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that? Turn the light off. Did you hear that? Again! Did I get you? No? Good. They probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. We'll just start getting smarter. Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area is clear.
There's stuff to explore.
that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop. The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass?
Not too fast.
Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that. Come up now. I got you.
Now that's what I call a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Or hear. Let's switch to radios. Artyom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right? A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit, what do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them!
Come on, get inside!
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did! Come on, get in!
Oh?
You should have checked first, assholes. Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one
Look,
for
what's
that.
going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The hag and the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
They must be needing any masks.
assholes.
Fool, you couldn't live. Let's go.
Crumpled letter. Seryoza, we made it. You can drive almost to Ramaskoy. Stay away from the hideways, all blocked with scrap. From there you'd have to walk, of course, at least across the ring road. This place is alive alright. The guys they have in their army are healthy as bulls. Taking us to a filtration camp, but I don't think they'll keep us there long. A couple of days tops, then they'll find some work for us. I already heard the guards talking of being short on hands. Say you guys drop everything and come over here, I'll get everything ready. Send this letter as soon as I can. Dad.
Damn watchman broke through. Workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained in the opening. If anything comes through, shoot.
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
That's a big one.
How can you? Cut it out, Yermak. You know the rules. Rules? What rules? You're shooting people like dogs. You... Just about enough of your whining, you old fuck!
You're heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. How can they? What can I do? The mutant? Watchman! A human? How did you... Oh my god. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her. All right. I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off, young man.
You threw your bout of conscience?
The hell is happening?
You fucking breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs of their generator, Sergeant. Sanya, go tell the workers. Have them check. Oh, you turned quite
Don't
evil
rush.
again, Yermak. So you can use your head after all.
Move crouched. It's quieter that way. See that ladder? Stay close to the wall.
Technician team.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on, come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
Is it safe in here? I mean, in this hangar.
Everything is under control.
Come on,
Don't
move
sweat.
it. You bag of bones. Yeah, right.
Wait.
Under control.
You'll have to take him down.
By the way,
Can you do it quietly?
what happened to the workers they sent to fix that pipe?
What's with that mumbling?
Everyone come to us problem, you see?
Yeah.
Let's go. Wait a moment. Wait. Great. Now throw it. I hope the noise distracts him. Well done. Let's go. Come. Go through. Come on. This system supplies air for the command center. Good luck to you.
You're all dead. No matter who you are. That will... children. My dad will never.
Don't you think he knows? Don't you think your dad is in on it all? He's training our people. Who could do it better?
Not what? What is this place? What are those towers? Why did you shoot my Artyom? Why?
Nobody wanted him dead. You two would get some lashes and be given back to Miller. Why did that idiot have to stick his nose into this, huh? You'd better shut up if you don't want a bullet too. Shut up! Who the fuck are you?
Artyom!
Трумятин!
Oh my God! You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Take this, bitch!
Don't move.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We're at war! One death won't be enough for you now, you
What is this
imbeciles!
equipment?
This is the Universal Broadband Radio Jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us.
Emergency shutdown.
Shit. This fucking sucks.
Do you hear that, Artyom? You were right all along. Do you see? It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my God. What for?
Because the war is still going on, and you behave like fucking kids. Hello!
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
Don't shoot!
Artyom?
I'm with him. I'm with you. I have to run. Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Get ready, people.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go!
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now. Just get to that hangar, then go to the ring. I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope.
Hey guys,
Be careful.
what's going on? Hey!
Artyom, I see the enemy. Give me a boost. Can't really see well with the snowstorm. Don't forget your visibility gauge, Artyom.
If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Brought them an instant. Oh yeah, Agent Ag reporting. Naturally, they're pretending to be civilians. You look kids don't think you know everything after a week of service. Yeah, I don't know shit. I know. This place looks clear. Good. Still, we should stay alert. Oh, freezing to death mission. Got the shivers. Nah, we can survive the cold. Something else gives me the shivers, though. Tell me, why are we here? Why? I guess you got the back door. Exactly. And how are we supposed to guard it with this garbage? Well, our good guns are gathering dust back home. What if they uncapping dust? I think our military is preparing a full-out assault against Reich or the Reds. So they need all the good guns for frontline duty. And since we're safe here, they gave us what was left. That's all.
Oh, I'd better be in the front lines then. This is rusty garbage.
So what? It can still shoot.
Yeah, it can, but can it hit anything? It's not even worth trying to zero in, so crooked and worn out.
Now you're just whining. You don't need accuracy to shoot cops by at point-blank range.
Yeah, but how about a watchman trying to snack on me?
Then you pray and spray. At least we have free ammo. We can handle a watchman together.
If it's alone.
Yes, if it's alone.
Where the hell did that come from? Oh, down with everything. What was that? Contact!
What happened to the fucking cover on, huh?
It's on, covering you.
For fuck's sake.
And these two!
Hold on, Artyom.
Oh, one fire. I got a crack in my gas mouth. And ammo as well. Fucking hell.
Don't turn your flashlight on either. They could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Sure. And then they just walked in here all by themselves, did they? A chopper brought them in and... Oh, yeah. Agent Hank reporting. Naturally, they're pretending to be civilians. You rookies all think you know everything after a week of service.
Yeah, I don't know shit, I know.
This place looks clear. Look, still we should stay alert.
Freezing to death here. What the shivers?
Nah, we can survive the cold. Something else gives me the shit to go.
Tell me why I'm shit. Why? I guess to guard the back door.
Exactly. And how are we supposed to guard it with this garbage? Well, our good guns are gathering dust back home. Did anyone check the generators? Who shipped it now? Well, I checked them anyway. You can see them clearly from a tower. They say there's wind and told us there's none. What's the point in actually going there? Don't give me that, Grigori. The enemy strike is not a threat. It's an alert, after all. Yes, true, I guess. Do you remember the time they had a show of communication? With no trust in cover for that. You could hear signals from the outside. But we expected to hear us too. We're lucky to fix it. So what was those signals? Hey!
It's on, covering you.
You bastard!
Whoa, what's up? Oh, it's not bullshit.
Attention! The command center came under enemy attack.
Changing position, Artyom.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately.
Artyom, the hangar is right there. We can break through.
Attention! The jamming system is coming back online.
Great job, Artyom. We're inside. You can take the mask off, Artyom. Now we have to find Yermak.
All personnel of the SHIELD Project Special Guard Detail. In recent years, there has been a noticeable increase in the number of attempts to breach our defenses by spies and enemy agents belonging to previously uncommon demographics: women, old people, teenagers. These serves to prove the utmost efficiency of the Special Detail's defense effort, leaving the enemies no chance of ever achieving their goals of mapping our defense perimeter and carrying out sabotage by employing standard tactics. For that reason, all members of Special Guard Detail personnel must carry out their duties responsibly and never falter in applying the special measures to any and all enemy agents detained. Remember, the enemy is resourceful and deceitful. The enemy is desperate enough as to throw the last reserves into battle. Still, the enemy resources are still vast, and a cornered rat is only more dangerous. Defense.
There was a noise from behind the gate.
There's nobody out there, that's for sure. It's the outside gate, so it could only be one.
What if it's the attackers?
Captain, sir, if I may have permission to speak, this Yermak is one shady character. What was he doing in the train? It's only setting off tomorrow. We'll find out. First, we handle the attackers, and on him, we take time talking to him.
Group A, report your status.
What the hell is this? Gotta tell maintenance.
Group B, continue patrolling the courtyard in the generator room. Group A, check the wind turbine zone. Communications were lost there.
Damn, how many guards do they have?
It's just how to attack now, these fuckers. Now I'll be stuck here for at least a week longer. It's been over a month already, and I feel like...
generator room.
Aha, you can sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
Why can't you just stay still, Yermak? We're on high alert. Civilians aren't allowed to just walk around now. Does that mean you're going to ready the train for me? What's the matter with you today? Why do you even want to do that now? You only had an outing planned for tomorrow and now you're anxious now. Just stay put for now. We'll have to have a long talk later about breaking the rules. Did you ever have a chance to relax like this before? Not getting shot at sure is nice for a change. What? Hey! What? Going for cover!
What?
All clear.
Am I glad to see you here?
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. All right. We don't have much time. We'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there and switch the turntable mechanism on.
More guards! Get them!
Alert! All crew, to the hangar!
Down there!
Right! Fire generator! Do it!
Get him, boy.
Don't let go, Artyom! That was intense. Are you okay?
Hey! There's a manual drive on the platform! It's hard to
Artyom! More guards! Get them! Let's do this together. Just a little. Yes. Run!
Kill them!
Come on! Yes!
Come here, quick! You're going to run the gate! You should put the masks on. The seals might be damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
We apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over. Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier!
Here, the Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here.
Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about surprise.
Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? Ah, it doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this lying down.
No shit,
The watchers
Sherlock.
No, I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There, in the ravine, there are people from other cities, dead! All of them,
Everyone shut
women,
up.
children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and I can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
at the
I'll
jam.
fight for the guys no matter what.
Of course, Artyom, Anna, they are with us.
leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone, the whole fucking world, and not even batting an eye.
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head.
That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some armor. And look at all the machine guns. Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said
Shit!
Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay?
Yeah,
Just a scratch.
Okay, stop it. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so... How about some leads? Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Artyom, do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he started the clock, and he better do something about it.
Fuck you.
Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down. I will distract you in the meantime.
Plastic explosives.
Is that you, Yakov?
Yes, so cut the shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me. Where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No. I see only one answer. You've been fought and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you?
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
We're getting closer. Units are staying at the ready.
Time's up, Colonel Miller. Easy. We are slowing down. But the brakes on this thing are busted.
Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
On my mark. On the count of 3.
Yermak, get ready to hit the brakes.
1, 2,
Wait.
3.
No! Artyom, get going. This just got serious.
What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole!
The brakes are working again.
You goddamn bastard! Should have shot you on the spot!
Why didn't
Fire! Shoot the kill! Attack middle target only! And find the engine! You motherfucker! Now you got it! Your wife, your daughter, you always drinking all my deserters, but I grab it dog! I'm going for each of you! I will you personally through the forehead! Rebel, forget about middle target! Take 15 out of the day! Fire!
Yeah, sure. They're onto something. I could only swap 2 belts. If you kept too close to watch, make sure you spend them because they'll be taking the whole shipment back to the treasury this time. This gig was fun while it lasted. Time to split before we put in the red list.
Artyom, come on! They're going to tear us to pieces!
I took the stopper, and look what we did. They met me.
Hold on!
Oh my god, Artyom! Thank goodness you're okay!
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can't help but wonder. What next? Where do we go from here?
Yes. More or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now, which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watches?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there is nothing to talk about. Wait a moment, what was that?
Speaking from the Ark Project base. Everyone who can hear me, everyone still loyal to the cause.
Listen, everyone!
Proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is code 1811-79. Area 18-5. I repeat,
Where was that number
proceed to
supposed
the
to
rally point. Rally point location is code
So it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Come on.
How about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
Not bad. I like it.
Ah, beautiful name.
Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to
Aurora. Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. You're back. Full steam ahead.
Hey, full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
I was expecting an arrow from Cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Just so you know, scars attract the winds.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
Artyom, a couple of words. What's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you were not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after our fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6 die for? What did I lose my legs for? But I understood, because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same. You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound? Anyways, no matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter and will never become one. I'm ready to bear full responsibility for everything. But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood? I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Andrei Ivanovich, how long have you been working with those jammer people for?
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and...
Look, Artyom, you should at least get some of that fresh air. No mask. This is what you've always dreamed about. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
It's all right. Don't worry. There's not much left to tell. I was proud to be helping those. Then, about 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No. Didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the ring line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round. And no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. And travel around Russia. Not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit, my Tatiana and little Sashenka were at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her to TP. You know how it goes. So, I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See, I say, you couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am, on the real railroad. A real engineer. Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Oh, it's my fault. I'm really sorry. And thank you for telling me.
Hey, Artyom. Is there any music on the air?
Anna, my Anna, far from the very beginning, thought I was not worthy. But was I? A nerdy guy from a Vancouver station, a dreamer hearing voices in his head, adventure seeking. You, the most beautiful girl in the Metro, only daughter of the legendary Colonel Miller, best sniper of the Spartan Army. How did you put it? There were lots of hard-boiled guys there. God, how much have we been through together? We had our bright days and really dark ones. Feelings would die out, kindle it. I even tried to leave, but couldn't go too far. Once the normal man still accepted me as I am. You were the only one who didn't consider me mad. And I spent days on the surface listening to the radio in fruitless attempts to receive the signals from the other survivors. You knew that every such sortie meant more radiation, less chances for help to should we ever have them. You would still let me go, didn't prohibit me from dreaming. I always felt your gaze when you cover my back. Excuse me, cover my back in combat when I would lose my way. So always in your field of view, I always knew that nobody could ever replace me. My personal guardian angel of death. But this is not all. Miller. Colonel Sviatoslav Konstantinovich Miller, the founder and the permanent commander of Order of Sparta. Miller picked and trained each Spartan individually. He was the only one to come to the rescue of my home state, when we were under attack by the Dark Ones. He was the only one to stand between the communists and the Nazis and prevent the conflict which could well spell the ultimate end of our civilization. It was Miller who accepted me into the Order and blessed our union with Anna, only daughter. I became his son-in-law, who never amassed the courage to call him dad. Nothing but Colonel, service. In the D6 defense, the Colonel lost his best fighters, his old self, and his old self. Something is forever broken. In him, he became cold, completely intolerant of any dissonance. Sometimes I feel he's sorry he didn't reject his daughter marry me. He would probably prefer Hunter as his in-law. But Hunter is missing, and I dragged his daughter into a maelstrom none of us might ever emerge from. Amir is probably the calmest of all crew members. Amir is also extremely reliable. He'll always be there to help. He always does the hardest part of any job. He goes on the toughest missions. And then instead of taking the well-earned respect and gratitude as one would expect, he starts blushing and saying he had nothing to do with success. And it all just kind of happened that way. Only one painful issue for Demir, and that's his name. Name given to him by his father along with half of his blood. Demir can't forgive his father for leaving, going as far as to deny being his blood kid. Duke of Darkness, Igor Dukov, the youngest and bravest and the craziest of us. Some joined the Order out of desperation, others to protect people from danger. The Duke is just desperately in love with adventure. Whenever the Colonel asks for volunteers, the Duke is always first to shout, "Me!" No matter how hard and dangerous the mission ahead may be. A shame we don't have any medals in the Order, otherwise Duke would be blasted with them. He keeps looking up to the more experienced fighters, competing with them for the most kills, missions and wounds. For some reason he pays particular attention to comparing his achievements with mine. Perhaps it's because I'm closest to his age. Anna once said it about him, "Quit your whining, Artyom. There are people here who dream of becoming like you." About Duke. Was she right? Yermak. Aurora's permanent helmsman, Yermak, knows her every detail down to the smallest bulk. and feels every change in the work of any of her numerous, and truth be told, quite worn out mechanisms with his heart. Yermak fit into our group so easily and naturally. It seems that he was with us since forever. And yet Anna and I met him on a handsick base. Yermak first helped me find my wife, and then lead us in the hijacking of our beloved cruiser. Still, with Yermak's background, it's a small wonder he decided to leave Moscow with us. At the time of our meeting, we had only just learned of Hansa executing everyone trying to enter or leave Moscow. Yermak had been living with this terrible knowledge for months, first out of fear for his daughter's life, then after she succumbed to her illness out of sheer hope. Now he is free, just like the rest of us. And if we ever come back to Moscow, we'll settle our scores with Hansic leadership together. Yermak says that every man has a destination in life, a place where the fate leads him into wherever life becomes. Hard, sometimes unbearably so. I always recall his words. This might be the end of the line, but it is still not your destination. Get up and walk on. Thank you, Yermak. Idiot chose his nickname out of natural humility, or perhaps simply in honor of one of Dostoevsky's characters. In fact, it's anything but, being the most educated and well-read soldier in the order, landing the position of Miller's right-hand man back in the metro. The question is, what does he really know about the reasons for people being held in the tunnel? The war that could be still going on, as well as who's really in control of the metro. Idiot likes talking a lot, but he never actually says much, even if he push it. Save for his usual, on one hand this could be true, while on the other, if you feel that the truth is close enough to touch. Talk to Idiot. He'll confuse you completely in no time. One thing about him that I don't understand at all is what could he even be looking for, fighting in the Order's ranks. Alosha, the life of every party, an avid lady killer, favourite customer of the seediest joints of yet now Volvo and our survivor. On the surface, instructor. After only a cursory glance, you can correctly tell if an abandoned building can last for years or is ready to collapse onto your head at the slightest touch, which ability saved him back in Moscow more than once. Alosha is the only member of our crew seemingly taking our journey for an exciting adventure, probably in anticipation of new meetings with representatives of the same sex. Now, Sam is one of the Order's best. He might not be the strongest, fastest, or the best marksman we have, but he can certainly hold his own in a match with Spartan champions in each of these areas. He definitely is the most unusual of us. Sam is an American, a Marine from the US Embassy's guard detail. This happened to be in the metro when the Judgment Day came, eventually ending up as Colonel Miller's personal bodyguard. Sam had to sit the battle G6 out on account of staying in a hospital with a serious wound, and was really hard on himself for not being there to protect the Colonel when he was needed the most. As soon as he was back on his feet, still all bandaged, Sam would refuse to leave the Colonel's side no matter what. He couldn't even let anybody else push Miller's wheelchair, even when Andrew the blacksmith made the amazing prosthetics the Colonel had been wearing. Ever since, Sam remained Miller's shadow, of course joined us aboard. All of us, the crew members, are going somewhere, some kind of destination, here Mac puts it, even though none of us know where that destination would be. Sam, though, seems to know the place of the world outside. Seems to know the place of the world outside of Metro is not wiped out. There must be survivors in the US, and Sam can't stop thinking about his parents who might still be alive waiting for their son. I wonder if he feels he's traveling in the right direction. Stepan. Day-to-day life, Stepan is so calm and nice it's hard to believe he is a member of the Order. We are a military organization after all. Once you see this giant in battle, you immediately see the reason for him being here. Stepan is completely fearless and amazingly strong. He handles a heavy machine gun with a regular assault rifle. We're lucky to be on Stepan's side. Having him as an enemy would be Tokarev. Tokarev, partial to the creations of the famous gun designer. He shares the family name with, is a man in love with the craft. He is constantly busy with the crew's weapons, repairing, maintaining them, and making improvements. Tokarev knows everything there is to know about weapons and even more, and can talk about them for hours, but he's not really interested in himself. Still, he doesn't just care for our firepower, he also works on our gear constantly, adjusting and inventing new things, laboring day and night to make sure we all perform to the best of our ability, without being hindered by inferior equipment. What would we do without it? On a side note, he seems to be quietly and hopelessly, unrequentedly in love with my aunt. He's always worried about her, thinking of her, talking about her, but I can't even bring myself to feel jealous. Expedition, my home station, now a part of something Commonwealth, BDM, Commonwealth, together with Alexstraya and Britskaya. Living there has been an uneven ride, but I still have fond memories of the time. Even though Anna, my wife, would disagree, she positively hated it there, having traded the position of the Order's best sniper for everyday chores for a regular mushroom farmer. And the most powerful faction of the Metro, Commonwealth of the stations of the Ring Line, the soldiers and Hansa enjoy the best pay and equipment, and thus are highly motivated to train and perform their duties exceptionally well, making up in proficiency and skill for what they may lack in numbers. The only force to be objectively better than Hansa troops, in terms of professionalism and training, is the Spartan Order, which yours truly is honoured to be a member of. As far as I was able to summarize from the Colonel's reluctant confession, Hansa is the vehicle of the Invisible Watchers, the real government of Moscow, controlling all the factions from the shadows. They clearly have too much power to just live and let live, and thus engage in some shady business, including the Shield project, designed to keep Moscow under an impenetrable blanket of radio jamming to prevent further nuclear strikes against the capital. The project itself would be a benevolent initiative, even if quite misguided, but not being connected with mass murder of people coming into or trying to leave Moscow, as well as anyone and everyone learning anything about it. Anna and I were captured by the patrol after we saw the Aurora entering the city perimeter. Just for that terrible crime I was put to the gun. Anna's agony at the moment is something I will not forgive them for as long as this watchman. These annoying beasts hunt in packs. If you see one, you better dispose of it immediately, otherwise it might howl all in the rest of the pack. It will howl as soon as it sees you. Demons, these giant flying mutants, comfortably occupying the position of the apex predator in the food chain with the poison wasteland stretching above the tunnels of Moscow Metro, but thanks to their enormous physical strength, speed, and aggressive demeanor, successfully settled a huge territory. It's hardly surprising as there are very few animals capable of ever facing a demon. Those that could fight it one-on-one win, even fewer and further between, while a demon can easily fly away from anything. Luckily, because of these strengths, the demons, like large birds of prey of the past, prefer to live and hunt alone or in very small groups, and thus do not present an immense threat to a careful dog. Common dog seems to be no match for the messed up world on the surface, but they manage to survive despite being surrounded by mutants and human enemies. They definitely are a threat to be considered, especially when you consider their keen senses and ability to easily alert their master to your presence. Yes, master. Tracer. Fighter, Spartan suit. Black, Gambler, Revolver. Decoy, Diary?
Was the air bitter then? Who knows though? Had you not launched those missiles, you'd probably never have climbed that building or received that signal. Life is weird, huh? One random event drags another with it, like links in a chain. And you are pulling that chain out of a deep, dark well. The links emerge from the dark water. And what link is in that bucket that's on the end of the chain? That's a mystery. That's what I often think about when facing a choice. You can't drop the chain either. You always have to drink from that bucket. Well, bottoms up, I suppose. So, how does it feel to be the Moses who yanked on this particular chain? Is it dumb to think about such things when all I ever did in life was carry out orders? Well, I'm not called idiot for nothing. Still, I would like to know what's on the end of your chain.
Look, if there's no radiation, that means we can bring everyone out of Moscow.
It doesn't matter if there's radiation or not, Comrade American. The citizens of Moscow will have to stay put.
Why? We're just a short way from the city, and the radiation's gone.
Things might have been that easy in your America, but life has never been so easy here. Even now, we woke up saviors of the metro, and by lunchtime, we're enemy spies, saboteurs, train thieves. And what for? Something we thought was true turned out to be a lie. And that is enough for them to want us dead.
The Hansa bosses must have known that we could live up here. But the public didn't know that. Who'd want to stay down in the metro if we told them?
You cannot tell them. If they are ready to make mincemeat out of old ladies and kids to keep their secret, what do you think would they do to you, Uncle Sam? Huh? We can't go back. We can't use radio. Remember the jammers? And even if you pull a perfect Rambo and break through back into the metro, do you expect they all just believe you and go, yes, Moses, lead us out of this Egypt? Can you even imagine the death toll? Take your average station workers. Even if the Hansa guards didn't shoot them, how far would they get? Right to the nearest mutant den, most likely. We are safe here, speeding along on this Eastern Express. They are not as lucky. Not at all.
What if there was a proper evacuation?
And who would do that? Hansa's people? The ones that kept us under lock and key for 20 years? Or us too? Besides, getting the people out of Moscow is not the end of it. You have to settle them somewhere, provide food. No, I do get where you're coming from, but this matter is way more complex than it seems.
I guess you're right. All this clean air went to my head. So, wait, does this mean the Colonel was in the know?
His rank does seem to suggest that. Besides, he led negotiations with Hansa. Where would we be without them after the D6 debacle? They gave us weapons and recruits to replenish our losses. We, on the other hand, our competence does not stretch beyond thinking cozy thoughts and keeping the fools in the metro from killing each other off. Remember, if not us, then who?
You are too smart for your own good, idiot. How far are we gonna go?
No masks needed. The railroad runs through the whole country. As far as we want, I reckon. As for Yamantau, it's about 2,000 clicks away.
How far can we get with the fuel we have? What's this machine's mileage?
That. Yeah, it's heard that there is a coal guzzler, this thing. Then again, there should be coal stores at every station. And if we don't find any, we could still burn firewood. Of MREs for the same ammo, or a new hazard suit. I wish I'd known there'd be no need for them. The corporal sold them way too hard, that bastard. Get them while they last. He even gave me a book as a free extra. Quotations from Chairman Mao. Do you know this writer? Mao? Anyway, here I am like a fool with the stupid book and the filters. Well, we could really use that meal-grade ammo now. You never know who or what we might meet.
You're not giving the book enough credit. At the very least, it contains a whole world of wisdom on fighting the war against the imperialism. Which we might encounter on the way, even though so far we just seem to be fighting our own.
Yeah, Anna's pulling no punches this time. Perhaps she shouldn't have. It's not like the Colonel understands everything. Who's in the right here?
Whoever's not wrong, obviously.
Well, who's not wrong then?
He who does nothing and says nothing too.
But give me a break. Who's in the right now?
Everybody is, brother. And nobody.
I shouldn't have asked.
I am not bothered when I'm not understood. I am bothered when I don't understand.
But at least I died protecting my friends.
Shut up, you fool.
By the way, Uncle Sam, your command of Russian is quite good. Another 40 years or so, and you go completely native. Isn't it confusing now, though? If your California is still around, you became a Russian for nothing. By the way, if we meet the occupying forces, whose side will you be on, Sam? Ours or theirs?
Not funny. But if the war is still not over, does that make us enemies?
Nah, that's not what I meant. The Colonel told me to stop smoking shroom, but isn't a pipe of peace an exception, eh?
I wish we could smoke one in California, my man. That would be so much fun.
Oh, damn. Hey, do you miss home?
I don't know. Really, I got used to it. But now I learned my folks might be alive, and I'm in a daze.
I see. What I meant was, even though you're an American, you're our man.
I'm a Spartan, Alyosha. Now and forever. You're a Spartan, too. This is what we are now. I wonder what they think of me at this Supreme HQ, though.
Drop it. We'll all stand with you, like with Anna and Artyom. Why like when the Colonel protected you from that crowd.
Yeah. There were women, old guys, and kids. They all wanted it. I didn't even want to resist. Even though I was younger and stronger back then.
Sam, the war was really on back then. Your missiles had only just fallen on us, just like ours on your home. So forget that shit about the HQ. You're a Spartan, one of us. That's it.
Thank you, Colonel. Sir. So, we'll go into the girls. I'd love to see San Diego, though. Even in a dream.
There's this
Little whorehouse on its fat Neuhofer station I'd like to see. Even if it was just in a dream.
Look, I'll catch some shut-eye if you don't mind.
Of course. Get some sleep.
Yeah. Besides, in a dream, it's definitely cheaper.
Survey report. The head of SHIELD Project Railroad Department. Railway State Survey Support. Report. Having conducted a railway state survey as per your order, I can report that beyond the defence perimeter, the railway is in a condition ranging from acceptable to good, thus presenting a security threat by providing a convenient way for the enemy to transport and supply their agents. On the other hand, within the defence perimeter, the railway is worn down beyond acceptable state, which could lead to a complete halt of train movement along the most used lines in the nearest future, putting defensibility of Moscow in grave danger by disrupting our lines of supply and reinforcement transportation. Considering aforementioned, I hereby request all available maintenance crews are sent to work on repairing the most damaged sections of the critically important lines, using the rails and cross ties from the lines beyond the 101 kilometer mark from the centre of Moscow, thus at the same time effectively denying the enemy the use of the railways leading into
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our Colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yeah, yes. As for me, I'm running a little inventory check. Yeah, it is kind of cramped in here. I'm thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else would be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons. Cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. And well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to exchange them. You'll get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt. Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory, and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual. So, if you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well, you oil it, you check the ammo, because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Well, hello there, Tom. The people could have called me up there to drink to Aurora. I still think Beelzebub was a better name. By the way, did you come to trade places with me? Or did you just want some exercise? I heard that. Monotonous labor calms you. Well, it's no lie. I do feel this calm, you see? Idiot says it's dynamic meditation. That philosopher doesn't come here to meditate often.
After all those years in the underground, the air of the surface seemed incredibly fresh, intoxicating. But that was not what had caused the crew's euphoria. Our journey finally got a definite purpose provided by the transmission from the government bunker in the Urals. For 20 years we thought that neither the government nor military high command had survived. Turns out they're still around. Where were they while we were eating each other alive in the metro? We'll have a lot of questions for them once we reach Yamantau, if we reach it. The ruins of our country are under enemy control, according to Miller, and we'll have to fight through to our goal. A small team against the occupation armies? What are the chances that we'll succeed? That we'll get some answers?
Taking a while to load. Ah, finally. Well, for fuck's sake. My Xbox shut off. So annoying. Right, I'm gonna have to get my Xbox repaired. Probably a bit too late to do it today. I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Sorry to cut it short. I'll have to look into getting that repaired. I'll have a think about if there's anything else I can stream on PC or something. But I'll have to stop the stream here anyway. Right, catch you guys hopefully tomorrow, or maybe later on today. We'll see how it goes. Right, bye.